Hello. Terraria time. Carry on. How you doing? I honestly cannot remember what I need in order to build the thing here. I know you need these. And then just 6 of the chunks of flesh, okay? Title got you hyped for early DD. Why? I put it right, didn't I? Or did I put the title wrong? Well, that went significantly worse than I expected it to be honest. Yesterday's title before it got changed. It popped up for a second. That's cruel. That is cruel of Twitch. Can I get not a negative, please? Jesus. Unreasonably difficult. Right, that's definitely doable with that thing. I just have to play a lot safer than I was though. But I was mostly just playing really risky because of the amount of time I had in a day. Right, grab all of that. Grab that. That. I'm actually going to use one of those. I don't think there's anything else I really want. How are you, Mace? Welcome. How's life? It's headachy. That's how life is. It's headachy and I'm tired and I don't want to keep having to do shit and I just want to do other stuff and, you know, I'm a whiny boy today. I guess. Tired as well. I could imagine if you didn't get much sleep. Hey, Fierce Pond, how are you? Well, you every day. There's some days where I just hate having a schedule. There's also approximately every day that I regret ever accepting 101,000 challenge runs. 140 challenge runs, however many it was. Because you know what? You know what's been popping into my mind quite a few times recently? You know what I kind of feel like doing? Kind of feel like... This isn't a speedrun, Fierce. This is not a speedrun. It's just a challenge run. If this was a speedrun, I would be doing very poorly. Considering I think I'm about lots of hours into this so far. I kind of feel like, one, well, the cursed feeling is I kind of feel like playing Frontier, but we're going to ignore that one. Kind of want to do a permadeath run in World. Hey, Fierce Fun, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh god, I hope you enjoy the calamity that is me playing any game ever at this point. So sometimes it goes well. Actually, no, it kind of never goes well. Kind of never goes well. Also, perfect timing to die from burning stuff. Are you trying to get me killed by Iron Mace? Don't say do it during Darkest Dungeon. Iron's gonna hunt me down if I stop Darkest Dungeon. There'll be no me left. There'll just be a bit of rubble on the floor. I mean, I'm enjoying Darkest Dungeon, so I still want to play Darkest Dungeon. And I'm enjoying Terraria, so I still want to play Terraria. I just want more days. I want more days and more time. Just let me stream, like... yes, amount of days. And yes, amount of hours without getting tired or feeling terrible about it. I want to play Crusader Kings as well. I think that's going to be really fun. I think it's going to seem very unappealing at first, but I think it's going to be really enjoyable once we get into it. You'll be done with me by then. Should have learned from the September before. I did learn. I put the price up, base. Evidently not enough. Should have hard capped it? Look. Maybe. don't like hard capping things, because then it just, like, then what happens is you kind of just shoot yourself in the foot. I've already got a message, actually, yeah. Alt account to start flooding the stream, yeah, exactly. If this wasn't shooting myself in the everything, I mean, it wasn't really. Pardon me. I don't think there's any reasonable, conceivable way that I ever could have expected that Iron would redeem fucking yes challenge runs, okay? He gave 100 subs the September before. Is what he did. Which is a shitload. But like, there's so many factors that go into that Iron. One, Mace, sorry. One, I was playing Darkest Dungeon. At which point, like... He's a simp. Not for me, but for the game. And two, I don't know if that's like all of the savings, right? That might be all of the savings the man had. That's all he's got. Too much money anyway. So much money and yet absolutely nothing. You're gonna rob the next bank? God. I'm gonna make it Super Stream September, but specifically Iron has to give me no money. He'll die. You forgot Lavalada exists. I wish I'd forgotten it existed. Oh yeah, Mace. I had something to tell you about Terraria that I completely forgot about until this moment. Do you know that in hard mode, there is an invasion called the Pirate Invasion that can happen? And when the Pirate Invasion happens, whenever you kill the pirate people, there is a chance for each one of them that you kill that they drop pure gold furniture. So you can technically build a house out of gold blocks with gold backwall with gold furniture in it. Boy, you can't wrap your mind around what the other cursed game can be. Did I say cursed games at some point? Mace meant Darkest Dungeon is the cursed game. Because Mace was getting their butt handed to them by it last night. Ooh. Sounds cool. You've only played 5 hours first spawn. You didn't know that. Yeah, it's really nice. There's a lot of cool events like that, which allow you to get stuff that otherwise normally you just can't find anywhere. With the hours disabled, it should be more bearable. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully a much more tolerable experience. Right, please don't die this time, me. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna use these two. Is my plan. For the destroyer here. Kind of want to grab all of this while I can. Because that could all be really helpful. Where are the seeds? They're up there. Oh. There is these ones. Grab all of that stuff back again. Because I'm dummy. These buffs don't help me at all. But it just feels right to have them. Up there. If I've got more buffs up there, I'm stronger, right? That's how that works. I need the Midas thing. The stone for what I think I want down there. So that doesn't really work. The cuffs don't help me, neither does the flower. No. I need the stuff for the water walking boots to be combined into other things, really. I can't make myself an Ankh. I don't even have the shield to make the Ankh shield in the first place. And it requires way too many things anyway, so it's not happening. I think I'm kind of good on accessories there. I've already got food. The only thing I can really do is make more potions, but I don't really have the time for that anymore anyway. Just try to not die. Play it safe, stay alive. I've got the poison stuff. I need it to be 7:30. That's when it turns nighttime. Oh, I should open this, actually. Sheets. The Monster Hunter March runs, the boss breaking. There we go. Doesn't really do fantastic damage, huh? Just want to stay alive. Anything else is just bonus. I've got all night long. Take your time. Stay alive. It's another 2 weapons used for another boss again. Which is very unfortunate. But this weapon was a freebie I didn't even know I was going to get. And this has been so heavily outscaled at this point that it's essentially useless anyway. Also, it eats too much mana per cast for how little damage it does. Come on. The more of the probes I kill, the easier this gets. Because the less fucking lasers are gonna get shot at me. Nearly halfway through. This would be so much better with one of the actual weapons that's good at this fight. I will be able to mine Chlorophyte once I've done this though, so it's going to be super worth it. Okay, good. One medium dungeon brings you 3 apes to resolve 1. That's a lot of grind. Yup. That is a lot of grind, especially when you have probably as many people as you have on. I assume you have a ton of people on. Already a ton less lasers, so it's way more reasonable to deal with. I actually sort of just stand here sometimes and just do damage. Not ideal. Got out of it though. Not too bad. Just a few thousand. Come on. Nice. Okay, thank you Savage Death Circle and Agile Poison Staff. You are gone forever. You were definitely helpful. Destroyer number 2 was the Death Sickle And the poison stuff. Even though the poison stuff probably could have just not been used, it didn't make that much of a difference. Who will? Okay, give me those hallowed bars. And also I want one of each of the souls. For the pickaxe axe. Could also make another one of the helmets. Maybe the ranged helmet. Don't know. But any stage upgrades, your starting roster begins with 44 slots. Dude, that's too much. That's too much, right? Titanium pick can go down here. Grab me my Spelunker's potions. And now I can actually mine Chlorophyte in order to be able to do this shit properly. Mine Chlorophyte, make myself a little bit of an arena. For Plantera. Also get myself up to 500 health. With all the life fruit, I just need to find myself 20 life fruit. There's one. Is that Chlorophyte or is that... That's Mithril or something, right? That's Copper, okay. That looks like Chlorophyte based on just how much there is, yep. Now Chlorophyte I'm gonna want an absolute ton of. There's the life fruit. Also need to remember this is now in hard mode, so this place is going to be very tough to deal with. I don't know what I want to do for armor. Because the hallowed armor's really good. And I think the Chlorophyte armor has some sort of like attack on it, if I remember correctly. So I don't know if I want to build it. Because technically it does damage. I think that gets a bit wonky. Is there any weapons that would be handy? I mean, there's lots of weapons that would be useful, but I don't think there's anything I can really take massive advantage of. I'm gonna want range muncher armor eventually. Because I want to get that Duke Fishron bow. Also looking out for Plantera summons. Payday? Hey. Where's the good one? You're rich. Yeah, I was gonna say. You're rich until you find somewhere to spend it. You're gonna save it, pile it with your birthday money. Oh? Any particular reason? No, fair enough. Wondered if you were saving up for a specific thing. Oh. I was trying to get away with that so that didn't happen. Boring, yeah. I just have to take your word for it. I honestly haven't paid attention to gaming news for so long, I don't even know what happened. Like at all this year. Hey, Sagano. How you doing? Playing some more Fallout London? Nice. Still having a good old time with it, I assume? Yellow hearts? Yeah, golden hearts. Allows you to get to 500 health instead of 400. You like it? Good. I'm glad that it has done enough to win you over, because I think I remember when we talked about it last time, you also said that you weren't necessarily a massive fan of Fallout 4. Like me. So for it to use the same game systems but be really enjoyable is good. Or I just misunderstood. Either or. I hope your work doesn't completely kill you next week, Sagando. So that you're able to enjoy Crusader Kings. Like, you'll be one of the people who enjoy that the most, so... Gonna play CK? Yeah. Warhammer required too much processing power from my computer, so it didn't work. Ooh. Got a bit burnt out on it. Understandable. I feel like it's one of those games where you just hard like focus on it until you get burnt out. And then you leave it alone for a long time, then you hard focus till you get burnt out. Like there's no chill. Get that frickin' spider out of here. I'm hoping the weird, like, semi-directability thing that I've come up with is going to be a fun idea. I really hope people enjoy that. Because I think that game is in a unique position to be perfect for streaming in that regard. There's also another game that Mace doesn't have to buy. So we're saving Mace money as well. Is that the strat? It's just how it played out. I would be incredibly surprised if you wanted to buy that game, though. Is this an underground jungle? Yes. Yes, it is. Is the core source of my problems right now, the underground jungle. The next boss that I have to kill is in this underground jungle. The fuck is life fruit? It's what gives you the golden hearts. It only appears in the underground jungle once you are in hard mode. Maybe even specifically once you've killed all the mechanical bosses. Those permanent? Yeah. Permanent up to 500 health. And then you can't use them anymore. So every heart before gave you 20 health, right? Maximum of 20 hearts. Now every heart gives 25 health. You've been enjoying 2v8 and DBD? I played a little bit of that with my friend the other day. It was quite fun. The only problem we found is it was just, it took so long to get a match. So we played for, I don't even know how long, like, we had the game open for about 2 hours, I think, and we played 3 matches. We won all of them, at least, but a little bit too time consuming. That's why I was on DVD? Yeah. Want to hang out with me, mate? Under 5. I think it's also probably something to do with the fact that it's a weekend and we played on like a Monday morning. There was definitely something wrong with the matchmaking queue as well, though. Yeah, sort of unfortunately, since I stream on the weekends, right? When everyone's free. I'm not, so queue times get a bit wonky. Midweek. I think I want to hollow out this area. Because while I would normally just try Plantera, I really kind of don't like fighting Plantera. I would rather just fight it once and be done. I like the boss, I just kind of suck at it. Don't have any turtle shells yet, unfortunately. Would have been nice to have turtle armor. I mean, I might manage to still make it happen, but it would be really nice to have turtle armor. Just for that absolutely disgustingly massive amount of defense it gives. How far does this go? Yeah, across to like here would be good. Wait, stop. Oh, a bone sword? There's another drops for drops only, I guess. It's got a lot of damage. Maybe a ridiculously low drop rate though, considering I only just got it and I've killed tons of skellies. This honestly might be way too big. This arena, but I'd rather overkill it than underkill it. It's always really good to have a lot of vertical height in it as well, because then the spiky balls don't hit you as much with Plantero. I am gonna want a heart thing. Obviously, I need the relevant potions. Is there anything else I really need for this attempt? This is gonna be what I try and use to kill it. Just the True Knight's Edge will be what I do to kill the boss. Hopefully is enough by itself. As long as I get it into circular kiting pattern, that should be fine. I don't think there's anything else, but I genuinely, I can't. Fucking toe. That's not how I wanted to go back at all. They did so much damage to me. Just takes so much damage so quickly. It's so worrying. I need to kill the boss when I get killed like that so fast. You've never really had a year with nothing to spend your birthday money on. It's a good thing though, right? Means you can save it. I could get butterfly wings, right? Yeah. Beautiful butterfly. Let me have a little look-see. Terraria wings. Hey, Derelict, how are you? Angel wings. 1.6, 53, 32, 150. Butterfly, 2.6, 81. Instead of 32, they are 38, 150. So they're just basically a straight upgrade across the board. Bold. I would need some more Souls of Flight, but I can sort that. Wings are only wild as well, so, like, I lose nothing there, either. Seems like a good idea to me. Seems like a good idea to me. Oh wait, I need a hammer. Whoops. Whoopsie. That seems like that could be very powerful, that shot bow. Put that in there. Another poor job choice, and to do jumping out of a flaming train wreck. Unfortunately, I don't even know if that's just a poor job choice. That just feels like companies at the moment. They're all just on fire. It would honestly be impressive if it wasn't so sad, you know? Would you have nothing to solve your boredom problem? I mean, you have like a million games that you didn't finish. Can't you just replay one of them? You're in the capital, it's a big walk in a massive circle. That's a bummer. It's always frustrating when it feels like you're kind of going nowhere, right? At least you have experience. I know it's like such a small thing, but as someone who is searching for a part-time job at the moment, it's when you don't have any experience in the recent time, people don't even look in your direction. So at least you do have some recent experiences to be able to get stuff. Where's me Wyvern? Come on. The fuck is there a floating mushroom island? Because I built one. The Wyverns only appear in daytime. No, they appear at night, right? I didn't know you build cool things. Wow, thanks, Mace. You're always so nice to me, Mace. It's really kind of you. That you're always so supportive. You know, shit. I think I built quite a lot of good stuff on the other save, to be honest. For some reason, you think you recognize the frog face I built on the Mushroom Island? Oh god. You don't recognize that from my main save. All you can remember is Penis Tower? Yeah, it's all anyone can remember. No one can remember any of the stuff I put any damn time into. All anyone can remember is the fact that I accidentally made a fucking fog. There it is. My giant ice mana. Haunted house ice mana out of boreal wood, ice back walls, and ice blocks. No one remembers that thing, do they? It's creepy green flame curse torches all over the place that I put a lot of effort into. Nope. No one remembers that one. Oh, and then two appear at the same time. Excuse me. The weird frog type house thing that had a waterfall kind of turned into a crab. Had a waterfall coming out of one of its hands that I built in the jungle. No. No one remembers that. Oh! That's amazing! That's blessed. Insta warning wings. Oh! Online media, you're gonna do clickbait to get attention and get remembers. I mean, at this point, you might as well just say dick bait, because the only thing anyone remembers of me is the penis. That sounds terrible. That sounds just terrible in general. Don't put that one on my gravestone. All anyone remembers of me is the penis. EX resin sugar. Sounds painful. It's like an army knife palm game. Stabbing faster. Yeah. The autism's what people remember most. You do bring it up quite often, to be fair, Mace. Nah. Yeah. It's resin sugar. Is that official or unofficial? Because resin is sunbreak. Supposed to use an X-ray hacks? Potions. Max level anomaly? Okay. That makes sense. Same things? Yeah, but the game allows them, so it's okay. I'm not cheating, I'm using the tools at my disposal. More hacks is cheatsy doodly. Technically, you kind of always have wall hacks in Terraria, because you can just, like, see through the walls. KOE's are bigger. I would expect nothing less of Frontier Jr. Does it actually nick any of Frontier Shigeru's moves? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Because Shigeru was in Frontier. Sunbreak's such a theme in me. It really is. I always feel that whenever, like, I think back to Sunbreak, I'm like, man, it sort of feels like that game was made by someone who was just, like, on meth. Not to say that they made a bad game, but they had to be doing something. They had to be on something for sure. Shit is insane. Yeah, that's... I never like it when people weaponize stuff like that, Fredo. Either. Unfortunate that's been your experience. Always feel sad as well, because it's like, man, we're having a good conversation, and then you gotta just go and, like, you know, you could have just said, like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Goes for a lot of things though, right? It's not just autism. Definitely know some people who are like, yeah, I just refuse to learn. I'm too old to learn now. And just end conversations like that, and it's like... What? What boss is up now? This should give you a little hint. So you thought I'd already done it? I wish. Oddly enough, the same statement applies to meeting new people. Nothing bad, just kind of connections which fizzles out once you realize you're the only one who starts interaction, yeah. Friendship's a two-way street. Sorry, I got really itchy foot. I can't imagine it's particularly hard for you at the moment, Derelict. When you're away from home trying to, like, just meet people and make some small friendships and stuff. With the situation in your country not being the best either. People might be in a bit of a situation. Obviously, I don't know because I'm not there, but they don't really put a lot of effort in on anyone but themselves. Could definitely see that being the case. Things are chill? Oh, really? Surprising me. Relatively, yeah. That's where I want to go, so down. Going back to where I was so that I can continue setting up my arena. I just wanted to make the most out of that spelunkers that I had up to get myself all of this light fruit that I managed to pick up. There we go. 6 of the old life fruits. Hello, Revolt. Check the Discord. First message, yeah. I have been spammed. By a whole bunch of different people. What the hell? Big man announced this year, the year of the family, while himself being divorced. That's an interesting choice. I've checked my Discord. Thank you. I now got rid of all the messages at the bottom of my screen. I appreciate it. Now it doesn't say 7, it just says 1. Hate rate? No, it doesn't say much of anything. It's just like... just being botted, that's all. You know, normal streamer stuff. I don't think I've got enough stuff for this. Unfortunately, I kind of want to seal all of the walls. So that stuff can't get in from the sides. Oh, I didn't get to the merchant. God damn it. Also, I got killed. You tripped the Autobot, did you? I didn't see anything. Oh, yeah, it stopped you even typing it. That's not the auto mod, actually. That's me manually putting that term in. Though I guess the auto mod is the one who catches it, so. Well, that's inconvenient. Just have Discord moderation, how the bots start doing this. I just ban people as they come in. It does unfortunately usually mean that a few people get contacted, but those people usually just tell me and then I ban the person in question. You're never going to avoid it, right? Every time you make something that starts to try and avoid it, they'll just find a new way around it, and then you got the same problem, etc, etc. I don't want to put stuff on the Discord server that's gonna screw over people who want to legitimately use it, like forcing them to have accounts and stuff. Right. Because not everyone wants to make like a two-factor authenticated account and all that shenaniganry. Just unfortunately means sometimes you might get some messages from people. Two things you're playing, you're alternating between the 4 Monster Hunter games and the Elden Ring DLC. Oh, how did you find it? The Elden Ring DLC. How was your time with it? I haven't touched it. I don't intend to play it. I'm gathering what people think. I find it interesting. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Seems good to me. We appreciate it if you guys would just f off. In blood mood. The guide's like a fart away from dying. Oh, is that one of the clouds? Yeah, it is. God bless AoE heals. AoE heals are the best. Oni's common trinket gives her the same buff monsters receive depending on the light level. It's weirdly intuitive. That's really cool, yeah. Also makes low light very nice, right? Very simple but cool low light trinket. Has a progression mechanic which is good, and the exploration way sort of prevents you from steamrolling, adding nuanced progression. In reality, it gets annoying on repeated playthroughs, yeah. The Scadgy fragments. To be honest, that's one of the big reasons, one of the many reasons that is convincing me even further to not touch it. Because I don't want to forced explore. Just to be able to, like, have a basic chance at attempting to play the game. You must feel overtuned at first, but really just demand using more stuff than roll R1. Bosses have been the big point of contention. Right. Excuse me. Bosses have been the big point of contention with it this time around. The DLC. Nice, thank you. Can we not? No? Trying to do shit, man. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Nice to see someone having like an analytical perspective on it. Pirates are gonna get ignored, game. They can approach from wherever the hell they want, I'm ignoring them. Don't know if this is quite good enough arena-wise, but I guess I'll find out. Longsword as a weapon class? Oh god. It's small, yeah, it is. That's right, I can expand it in a second. This is for Plantera summons, yeah? Gen 2 longsword? Okay, so very different to what it is today. Imagine getting a 3D version of Terraria. You mean the mod that someone's making? Is it a mod? I don't know if it's a mod or if it's just remade in Unreal. Oh, I don't know that much about making the arena. I just like to make it so that the bouncy stabby things don't kill me. I don't want the spiky bits to kill me, because the spiky balls do a lot of damage in phase 2. That's all I remember. I don't remember there being a spiky ball. I think it's got some spiky balls. I honestly don't know what was advertised, because I think I watched one DLC trailer. And then was just like, that's enough. I know my answer. I know there was punchies. That's about it. Back into Warframe obsession, Hedgie. One of those games that you can't escape. Yeah, I mean, you can escape it, it's just hard, right? Like, I escaped League. People can't escape League. Just have a very easy way to suck you back in after a while. Game has 6 months of your life, Fredo. Woof. I've never touched Warframe. So I don't know what that means, but nice. I'm glad you got out. I don't intend to ever touch Warframe either. Right. Please, I was drinking. Oh, for Christ's sake. Well, rip. Yep. It's gonna happen a few times. Although, actually, it doesn't need to. I can just do this. Never mind. No, I can't. Only pirate deckhands that I have a flag for. I mean, it's gonna get me a whole bunch more gold, which is good. It's just annoying. It will allow me to roll for some more augments, potentially. Okay. Just said like 3 big YouTube players quit it because it became so gargantuan they stopped caring and moved on with their lives. I honestly am not surprised. I think that's one of those things where it's like a problem with live service games that people don't consider when they're the people that make live service games. Eventually your game becomes so large that it's just impossible to get into. Like your game is so gargantuanly massive that it's impossible to even think about playing it. As a new player, and eventually old players will just get bored. It's hard to kill it though, I guess. For the person who's making it, it's hard to just know when to stop. Really didn't want to be dealing with the fucking pirate invasion right now, man. Apparently I could only hit one of those people at a time. Cool. I love it when swords just kind of suck sometimes. I would say I've never really got games like Warframe. I don't get how people can play them for as long as they do, but I also just don't really get MMOs in general, so I don't suppose I would ever be expected to get it. Is it an MMO, technically? It's gotta be, right? Warframe? Warframe's a weird game, man. It's very MMO. It just doesn't feel like a traditional MMO in any sense, shape, or form. Like, nothing about that game makes me think MMO. Because you just play by yourself all the time, from what I've seen. Feels kind of anti-MMO. Considering it's massively multiplayer. Kind of similar to Monster Hunter? Yeah. That is a comparison I've seen made for it quite a few times, actually. That it plays similar to Monster Hunter. Except with guns. Although I think I've seen that comparison made so many times at this point in my life. It's a Monster Hunter with guns. You already talk about the hub-based, party-based aspect? Okay, fair enough. Just definitely something I've seen thrown at Warframe before. Oh, fuck off. Fuck's sake. Says Muso with a gun. That seems more appropriate, yeah. Hey, Azeo, how you doing? You don't even use the gun half the time. Come on. Riveting. No, this isn't a boss, Moose. This is an event. Event stuff doesn't count as bosses. Eugene already said. Ay, ay, ay. Gold stuff? Yeah. It's worth a lot of money. Oh, screw you. Hey, if you want to enjoy the gold stuff, play it yourself, mate. Get here yourself if you want to enjoy the gold stuff. I believe in you. Modded Terraria look cool with its bullet? Yeah. Eh. I have to play Calamity at some point, and I'm not really looking forward to it. It's in the challenge run list. I think there's a fine line for me where it's like enough bullet hell and too much bullet hell. I think Calamity's probably going to go over into too much bullet hell. It's bad days at work, true. Just fight it in the arena, that's just gonna get me killed. Calamity's probably fine and normal. I think that's just because you've played it too much, Hedgie. It might look fine to you because you're used to playing it on like bullshit, like nipple twisting difficulty, but to me it looks kind of horrible regardless of the difficulty it's on. Like, I'd be stressed about playing that on normal. Fuck it, I'm gonna get rid of 2 weapons with this, I don't care. The sword isn't very good for damage output. You're insane. You are also playing Calamity on the hardest difficulty for fun, so yeah. I don't know if I would be able to relate and have the same experience as you, right? There's the spiky balls. I knew Plantera had spiky balls. Shouldn't it be in phase 2 now? we go. I swear the spiky balls are not OG. They definitely are. They might be expert rather than normal mode. How long till I can heal? 40 fucking seconds? Well, this is a loss then, isn't it? Yep. Those hooks just fucked me so hard. That's so unfortunate. God damn it. So close as well. It's a shame because when you get to phase 2 it's normally easier, but that arena was just not big enough. Those hooks really screwed me over big time. Damn. It's another endurance potion gone as well. I'm sort of wondering if it might just be... Oh, for fuck's sake. Better to do the whole thing with a shot, though. Can you just fuck off? It really annoys me in hard mode that enemies just open doors. I don't even think that's technically an upgrade, really. Give me wherever the hell stone is. There. What do I need? The fucking guy's dead. Shit. Is it just these? No, that's crystal hearts. I don't know what I need to make holy arrows. Ready? Come on. Just come on. Fuck it, just go with the Curse Flame. It's good enough. Okay. No. Can I get the helmet? I don't think I already built the helmet. There's a traveling merchant somewhere over there. Seems kind of neat, but also not really what I want. I don't have a spare helmet, right? No, I do not. Cool. Build the... this. Puts my defense down by a lot. But I think it's worth having. The increased damage. Let me just go down here. Odds only +1. Warding is lovely. How much gold do I have? 3 platinum? Okay. Well, that's warding now. Guarding is only 2. There's warding. What's warding do? +4 defense. So now just from my accessories, I get 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 defense. Just from my accessories, not even my armor. Because all of them are warding. It's really useful. And then I'm also going to get +8 from drinking the potion. So that's another 8 armor. Just gives you a lot more armor than you'd otherwise have access to. Essentially. Please? That's just rude. I mean, damage-wise, this is going a lot faster than it did before. Problem is, phase 2. Not phase 1. As long as I just don't get hit by Pantera directly, I should be alright. No, I need to make that arena bigger. Those technical little pulley things, I don't know how I'm going to deal with those. Do I have to use Knight's Edge, or do I just need to make it bigger? I don't know. Problem with Knight's Edge is it just doesn't hit very good. There's always a problem. There's always a problem somewhere. I need cactus, is the other thing I need. Is there any other potions I could get that would help a lot? I mean, the archery potion would help a lot if I am gonna archer this. All of these ones, which are fishing potions, would be really good. I think of the normal ones, the archery is the only one that I would really consider. Okay. Hey Albert, I am afraid I'm doing a challenge run at the moment, so no. I also tend to play by myself anyway. So, sorry, afraid not. Afraid not. Good idea to reforge my bow as well. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Sure, why not? I'll use it. Let's get this upgraded as well. It's good enough for me. There goes all my gold. Oh, for fuck's sake. I will never learn my lesson in my entire life. How many times have I pulled potions out of this chest that I already had in my inventory? I don't even want to know. It's too much. It is too damn much. Such a muppet. I don't even know if making the arena wider is gonna help that much. But I'll try. It's gotta be better than what's going on at the moment. Because clearly, what I'm doing at the moment is not working. I've died twice. Maybe if I made it all to, like, here. Such a pain in the ass to build an arena this big, though, because it just starts spawning shit. Right. It doesn't matter if it doesn't go all the way down. This will be fine. Maybe use summons. I don't actually have any summons. Every summon I've obtained, I have used to help me kill a boss, and it has been broken. Every single one of them. Because they're so handy just to have like that little bit of extra damage. And the best summon I could get at the moment is the twins, right? The twins summon, but I can't get it, because to get it I would have to fight the twins again, and then, you know, the rest of that, you know how that goes? At this point? What I should have done is I should have bought an invisibility potion. That would have been clever. And awfully helpful right now. Just want that water gone from down there. me over. Please go away. I got broken armor for 2 minutes. Okay, nearly there. Nearly there. The truly sad thing is I literally don't even know where the jungle temple is. So I'm gonna have to search around a whole bunch still. Fuck off. I thought I was gonna leave it like this, but apparently I have to finish it because it really bothers me. Oh, at least Mimics is spawning here now. Magic daggers would have been nice to have way earlier. Not really very helpful anymore. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Please, like, we get it. You can attack me. I understand. Just... Was a spawner, like, all the way over here somewhere, right? Yeah. Maybe in line with, like, up here? Might not be quite in line with up here, but... A beam sword also would have been really nice at the start of hard mode. Ghost being cruel with its kindness right now. Can't see a life fruit up here. Having the extra little bit of health would make a big difference as well, to be honest. The life fruit health. Oh, it's there. I can see where it is. I did not think that Plantera was going to be quite the arduous process, to be honest. Technically, Chlorophyte armor would give me more health, but I also don't know if it would. It would give me more defense, but I would also not have the benefit of being able to avoid attacks every insert seconds with the hallowed armor. This is the benefit that it has. So I actually don't know if that would save me health in the long run. Weirdly. What's the cooldown for it? I actually don't know. I know it's definitely taken multiple hits for me each fight. But I don't know the timing exactly. I can't see a life fruit on my screen there. I want to fight things. I don't want to be digging a hole. If only I'd won on the first two. This would not be a problem. I'm still so far away. That is fucking nice. That's big. It's a half-minute cooldown, so about every time you'd be able to heal, or twice per heal, you'd take 2 hits. Yeah, they might have just only made the count today. Nice. It's always the thing, right? They might have just made their account today. Mostly helpful in the first phase. Yeah, it is mostly helpful in the first phase. But hopefully now the arena's bigger, the second phase will be less of an issue. Also, technically, because I have this massive tunnel to run down now, I could just run down this for the entirety of the second phase, which would trivialize it a bit. Fucking nearly there. Oh my god. I kind of like Plantera working like this with like the in-game spawn totems you need to destroy. It's kind of neat, but I also fucking hate it. It kind of just eats your time. If you fail it a few times to find more summons. Oh, cock. Okay, just this like a big thing left to go through and then I'm there. You remember making a bulb farm somehow? It just has to spawn on mud that's clear. So as long as you put like mud down in a little 2x2 thing, it can spawn on all of the mud. So any tunnel you dig like this to get to a Plantera spawn in of itself becomes a Plantera spawner. Inconsistent considering how big the jungle is, yeah. I mean, they can spawn, I think, like, theoretically infinite of them. It just checks, like, every number of ticks, I think, and spawns one in. Generic trash mobs, the cultists, you don't know why, but they've got riposte. Oh, goody. I see it. Life fruit. I stand still. I'm pretty sure that pops regen up. I'm nearly at maximum hit points as well. So that should help. I only need 4 more life fruit. Please. Oh, an Uzi. Just gonna do this. While I wait for it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Well done. You did it. You made it all the way over here. At least if I manage this, I might only need to get rid of the shot bow. That would be nice. It's just phase 1. It's so easy. Literally, weakness is circle. This is definitely a lot better now. The size of this means that the claws don't just fuck me over immediately. Not that they can't still fuck me over, but... That's so upsetting. Come on. Ugh. Fuck you, man. Ugh. It's so fucking annoying. Ugh. I don't want to fight this boss anymore. Infernum? I could barely complete the normal game. I'm struggling with Plantera on expert mode. I will never touch Infernum as long as I live. That was lucky. I think that would be a poor idea. I'd rather have the Destroyer's emblem than that. Fucking Plantera, man. Genuinely, whenever I play Calamity, it's gonna end so quickly. Can't even kill Plantera after 3 attempts. Despite having done it hundreds of times before. I'm never gonna manage Calamity, man. to not dig down in a way that has water. Yeah, I was actually trying to get into the corridor that I've built, which I built just to, like, bring it back to the main area. But I got hit by one of the legs, and then it spammed me to the left, which then caused me to die, because I could have taken it here. It's actively where I was trying to grab it to. Didn't they change it, though? Like a long time ago to make it so it's not as cheesable with the corridor anymore? By, like, massively buffing its movement speed when it's going in a straight line for a long time. Or is that some weird fever dream I had at some point? Not the time, fairy. Not the time. Hey, Panzer, I genuinely can't think of a single redeem that I would put for Terraria challenge runs, to be honest. Oh, I'm out of drink. Let's play the book. Come on. Come on. There we go. Right. Let's not fuck this up again, hopefully. I mean, I'm doing a run where I have to destroy all my weapons every time I beat a boss, Panzer. So that would quite literally cause me to fail the entire run. If it was redeemed. Because I would eventually just run out of weapons to be able to play the game with. That's the point. The point is that you can redeem the game to the point it's unplayable. Seems like kind of a shitty point. Flora fight. Shot bow. I saved it? I did. Really wish that didn't take so many attempts. Where's the damn jungle temple gonna be? That's the question now. This might be quite nice though. That might be very nice for doing... the next boss. Could I remake the weapons I throw away to make other weapons? Yes, but they cannot be used for damage ever again. Beast Knees Turbo. Yeah, it basically is. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Pygmy stuff's really nice to have as well, not gonna lie. It's really good. Really, really good. Fantastic. Pretty sure you have to kill the golem before the lunatic cultist appears, right? I mean, I have to kill him regardless, but... I just want to check. Pretty sure he needs to die before lunatic cultist appears. Killing Golem quick would also be nice, because it could technically mean that I could get a Terra Blade. Although I don't believe I have the hallowed bars to make... Yeah, he's not here. I don't believe I have the hallowed bars to make... Excalibur. Though if I get enough weapons from in here... It's actually pretty reasonable if I got enough weapons from in here that I could... kill another twins without losing a weapon that's overly important. I mean, there's already one weapon. What are we doing in here again? Armor. Dungeon's in hard mode now. Which means I can get Spectre armor from here. For magic armor. That's also a really good melee weapon. That's now a good magic and a good melee weapon. This place is just a treasure trove of weapons as well. I'm gonna get so many damn weapons from here. Like, that's already 2. And I've been in here for how long? But yeah, Spectre armor is ectoplasm plus... I don't know if you need chlorophyte ore or chlorophyte bars. One of the two. And it does a lot of damage. You can also get one that heals people as well. You can get a supportive Spectre armor if you're playing in multiplayer that heals other people than the caster. So if you get someone who's playing tank and someone who's playing supportive Spectre, you can get some shenanigans going. It's a light pet finally. Yeah, the way that you get the ectoplasm is whenever you kill enemies in the dungeon, once the dungeon's been put into hard mode, they just have a chance of spawning ectoplasm when they die. Not to even mention all the other shit you can get from here, if you know how to, I'm sure. Paladin's weapon. I know Shadow Beam Staff's a thing. I'm pretty sure there's another piece of magic you can get that's really, really good in here. I just don't know how to get it. But you can get, like, potentially a giant fire explodey thing, which is quite good. What do I plan to sacrifice to the golem? Probably the wasp gun, so that I can just focus on doing whatever I'm doing and let him do whatever he's doing. Yeah, the Spectre mask is the one that does shitloads of damage. The hood is the one that's very supportive. I'm gonna need more chlorophyte as well. I'm just gonna run to the loo real quick. Be right back, just a moment. I'm back. Hello. Right, let's go grab a spelunkers and do a little bit more mining first. that I can get enough chlorophyte. Or do you want to wiki it? I mean, I'm pretty sure I know how to get it. I think it's from, like, there has to be a banner down for an Inferno Mage or something along those lines. And then that Inferno Mage has a, like, you know, percentile drop chance to give you a giant Bernie spell. But if you want to check the spells that are obtainable in the hard mode dungeon, I'm not going to complain. I'm pretty sure there's 3. I'm not 100% on that. I think there's the Bernie Mage spell, the Shadow Beam one, which I already got. And then I think there's like a Deadly Sphere or something as well. Memory serves. I only remember because my friend uses magic in this game, like every time they play, because they love magic, just in general. And we'd always used to farm the spells for them. So I remember the dungeon being really bloody good for magic. Golem's a weird one, though. I don't know what to use against Golem. I could use the bees. The bees could also be good to maybe do a rematch against something. Like the twins, to get the twins summoned. The Magnet Sphere, that's it, yeah. The Magnet Sphere is really good. That's just from the Armored Skellies, huh? Wild. Infernal Fork. Diabolus seem to spawn naturally. Oh, really? 10%? Cool. It's a really high drop rate. 10%? That's wild. They must be a rare spawn, then. Very rare enemy. Because I always remember that one being a pain in the butt to get. I'm trying to mine chlorophyte right now, but I'm trying to get a little 2-for-1 if I can. I want to see if I can just stumble my way into the jungle temple. And obviously the life fruit as well. All the mages have their own mage weapon? Nice. Yeah, pretty good place to go if you want to get yourself some weapons. If you're a mage player. Spectre Staff, Infernal Fork, and the Bouncing Laser, the Shadow Beam Staff. Which might be what I use against Golem, to be honest. Because it's the only one that's really in the best position for it. That's all. That's all for the magic, yeah. There's also like the Paladin's Hammer. I think there's some guns you can get in there as well, potentially. Maybe a rocket launcher or something. I was going to say grenade launcher, but that's from, what'd you call it? Come on, Terra. How's Terraria going? It's good, okay? Just trying to, see if I can randomly get lucky finding the Jumble Temple while I'm in here. While I was in here for my mining purpose. Considering I always have absolutely terrible luck trying to find the damn thing. Oh, there it is. Hey. Ranged as the rocket launcher, a tactical shotgun, and the sniper rifle. The tactical shotgun wouldn't be terrible for me. But it's not super useful for me, no. You fucker. Well, I found the entrance. I know where the jungle temple is, and I found the entrance. They killed the plant. Plantera's dead, yep. Perfect. I could also use this against... But I truly think this is going to be the best thing to use against him. Got him. That is. I'll save the pygmy for lunatic cultist because it poisons. I also need to kill Fishron and Empress of Light. And I don't know how I want to go about that. so I'm kind of ignoring them at the moment. You having fun with Guilty Gear, Mace? Other than just you're winning, so you're enjoying yourself. The hell, twins? Twins might be a good idea. If I do manage to sneak myself a Terror Blade, it would be pretty fucking busted. Main thing I want from in here right now is ectoplasm. You get 2 per piece of ectoplasm, so I think I need about 20 of it. I'm not too sure. Another Shadow Beam. Yes, good. More gold. Good. More item rerolls. This stuff is really good. You're not guaranteed to spawn with Excalibur Night Edge, Muramasa. The Blade of Grass. Yeah, the Terror Blades you need to build the Knight's Edge for, which is multiple weapons in of itself. And then you need the true Knight's Edge, and the true Excalibur makes the Terror Blade. That Paladin is such a pain when there's a whole bunch of other enemies as well. But they're not multi-world weapons. You can do them on one world. Absolutely, absolutely fine. It might take a little bit of patience, but you can single world them. Muramasa could technically not spawn, I think. I imagine you're guaranteed 1 per world per dungeon. But you'd have to get really unlucky for it to just not appear. I think. Like, incredibly unlucky. In how many dungeon chests there is. Blade of Grass you can always build 100%. Same is true with the Fiery Greatsword, you can always build that. Same with the Light's Bane / the Crimson Cutter or whatever it's called, you can always build those to get to Knight's Edge. Excalibur is always made out of Hallowed Bars, you can always get that. And the hero sword, the broken hero sword, always spawns from Mothra, which is from the Sunset Invasion. Sunset Invasion, the the I can't. My brain is so busted. When it's daytime and solar eclipse. Fucking Sunset Invasion. Get out of here, fly thing. Hard spuds and drafts collected? Alright, what does that mean, Zale? Sounds from what, the Sunset Invasion? I assure you it's not. A fetch quest? Ah. Everyone's favorite. Only thing I'm really looking for in here is the ectoplasm anymore. Anything extra I get would be great, but I'm only really here for the ectoplasm. I really wish paladins would stop spawning though. Because they make everything a lot more difficult than it needs to be. The spear would be really nice, yeah. And the spear should probably happen, like you say, considering how many skeletons there is. So many bone leads. Normally there's barely any of these. Oh. I mean, to be fair, with how many of them there is, rolling a really low percent's not too unreasonable, right? It's pretty conceivable that I'm gonna kill more than 100 of them. Potentially even 200 of them. Which should be, in theory, the luck for a 0.6. Would be 200 enemies. Would be a little bit less than that, but it's easier to do 0.5 than 0.6 off the top of your head. Stay away from me, you cursed thing. Part of me kind of wants to stay here until I've got it, I'm not gonna lie. Because I've already got enough of this at this point. Learn that ridiculous JP Wii became you after playing that? Wait, what? What game? The average percentage of 1 divided by percent most of the time won't happen? Yeah. Because that's not actually how it works. That's just like, in theory, right? That should be when you would obtain it on the perfect average logic, but that's just not how statistics works. You go for 3 times, not an unreasonable amount. Is the paladin still down there, or is he despawned? He's still down there. Oh, there's a keyblade. Unpleasant morning star. Another paladin's hammer. I cannot remember for the life of me if the keyblade's even very good. I can't recall! It's called Onigiri, a grind simulator with a waifu gacha and crash every 10 minutes. Oh, woo. Sounds delightful. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't have a ranged attack. That's a whip? That's kind of crazy. $200 damage. That range is too ridiculous to be called Morningstar, yeah. It really is. I already had the mask, right? No, I already had the robes. So the pants and the mask. It's technically a defense upgrade. Crazy. Magic damage done will hurt nearby enemies, so it does even more magic damage when you do magic damage. If do magic damage equals do more, basically. Will not find me complaining about that one. This takes it 39 to 45 damage. Pretty good. Let me just do this, though. These are already both really good. I want that. And I want this and this. Although I probably really only want the mana flower, which will go here. And then that's for range, this is for magic, this is for melee, and I just switch out the bottom item, depending on what I want to use. Seems legit to me. It's got... It does not swing very fast, but this range is something else. I'm being called. Give me a second. Okay, it's a scam call. The quickest call ever? Yeah, well, it's a robot, and it said, like, notice from Immigration Bureau. We have tried contact you many time, but you no answer many time. Like, well, you're not really the Immigration Bureau, then, are you? If you don't even have basic levels of, like, English on your phone system. When I'm immigrating to a country who are Anglophiles, they all love the English. Pretty sure they're gonna have better English than I speak on their fucking phone thing. Thank you very much. What? Sorry? That's good. That's ridiculous. If only I knew what the jungle chest was. That is wild. After how long you've read my chat for, would you rate your English 1 to 5, 5 being normal native? 2.5 readable, decipher, please rate it true. It's weird, because honestly, I would say... What I would say is that on an English level, on a scale, I would actually say native speakers are about a 4.5. And people who've, like, fully learned the language who are non-native speakers are a 5. Because they learn how to speak the language as it should be spoken rather than as it's natively spoken. I would say... like 3.75, 4-ish? Your English is very good. There's just small, tiny things. Like, in that sentence, Fredo, just a very tiny thing. After how long you have read my chat, for a native speaker, you wouldn't phrase that way. You'd probably say how long you've been reading my chat. Or have been reading as well. But you could 100% just attribute that to, like, I couldn't be asked to type as well. So, like, it's fine. It's up there. It's pretty good. You are at the point where I can't tell if you're like, I just can't be asked to type properly, or I mistyped by accident, right? Like, I didn't know. I didn't phrase it right. Fickler the Tickler for literally anyone. I should pause that name redeem, really. I haven't had anyone die in a long time, so I haven't really had the chance to name people. Well, I've had one person die now, but that's only one name. Thank you, Summers. Hopefully I'll get round to it. If I don't, you'll get your points back. Go away. There isn't as many deaths as I thought there would be in this playthrough so far. Honestly, a danger sense potion would have been top notch in here. Just that good. I think it's more to do with the fact that roster's a little bit more. If you're experienced with the game enough, the roster might be a little bit more powerful than the average. The average gang is. But if you don't know what you're doing in the game as much, then I think the roster's a little bit worse. So because I have beat the game a few times, they're actually pretty strong. I mean, I've suffered Black Reliquary at this point, for fuck's sake. pretty sure I can say that I'm decent at Darkest Dungeon. Just kill all the pressure plates. Nice and easy. And I don't get squashed by anything I didn't see. Don't just lose a billion health. Hide my dungeon? No, this is the jungle temple. This is the place that leads to the third to last optional boss. Or, sorry, third to last main story boss. Non-optional boss. Getting close? Yeah, well, Plantera was the fourth, and you know how long that took. So getting close, yeah, but also, like, relatively... Although the golem, I think, is actually way easier than, Plantera is. How'd you get in here? When you kill Plantera, you get given a key, which allows you to open the door. It's the only way to get in. Also, just for a single consumable weapon and it hit nothing, so like the whole run doesn't count, I guess. Whole run avoid. It's all over, GG. Really put this on here. I have 69 defense. Nice. Oh, yeah, there's one. Can't tell what the pressure plates are because there's too many corpses on them. There's another one. Oh, motherfucker, I didn't see that one. Had you seen them at all? There's a slight bump where there's a pressure plate in the ground. You can see it in here. When the shit's gone. It's right there. You see that tiny little bump on the floor? There's also one there. Well, the traps that explode you are actually really easy to spot. Not because you can see the trap, but because as soon as you've been killed by them a few times, it's really obvious of just like... There should not be a chest in the middle of nowhere. A golden chest in the middle of this cave for no reason. Something's up, right? That ain't normal. This is a really tiny arena. And the ones that blow up, you can actually usually see the dynamite underneath the chest, if you pay attention. And as soon as you realize that, you kind of get to the point where you're like, well, I only had myself to blame. The dynamite's pretty clearly visible. This is a very small area to fight the golem in. This is a really, really unfortunate spawn. Just gotta block that off so stuff doesn't keep falling down while I'm building this. What the absolute fuck? I did not know there was that many in one spot. I'm gonna use the shadow star for this, I think. Do I have any buffs? No. Let's try it anyway. Even without buffs. Yeah, Golem's one of the easiest bosses in the fucking game. It's such a joke. Thank you, Shadowbeam. Golem is such a joke compared to Plantera. Nice. Very nice. Golem was done with the Shadow Beam Staff. The Shadow Beam Staff does also particularly wreck the Golem, to be fair. That is, it's probably like a hard counter. To be fair, that is perhaps one of the best matchups you can have with it. He gave me the eye! Nice. You're gonna go cry in the corner. Did you get stuck on Golem, Fredo? You have to learn how to fight him. But as soon as you have learned how to fight him, he's very much more simple than a lot of other things, in my opinion. Fuck, you get a rifle scope. I mean, I don't want that, but also, for what it's worth, I did technically have the best buff, which is the food buff. It's the most important one you can have. I did have that. Can I just grab, like... Yeah, give me that. This is the I can't be asked to categorize stuff anymore chest. What was I doing? I remember what I was doing. Nice, Summers. Nice. Want truffle worms. There's another one. Truffle worms, please. ever of trying to get the nightmare difficulty to work on DRG. There's a nightmare difficulty mod. Oh, Baldur's Gate. Like, isn't there already like a really hard difficulty on Baldur's Gate called like heroic mode or something? No, I killed the truffle worm. The grass boots, whatever it's called, working here? I'm honestly not sure what you're talking about. Honor mode? It just gives bosses a few new quirks, you only have one save. Oh, okay. It doesn't make the game harder, per se. It just makes it more, stressful. The one that grow grass behind you? I don't know about those. I'm sure they're a thing, but I just don't remember them, to be honest. Staff of regrowth on your feet? That's so cool. I mean, it is grass, though. It's mushroom grass, so it should work, I would have thought. It's emotionally Hannah Summers. Okay, I have truffle worms. Now, so I can spawn in Fishron. If I remember, there was some weird shit with... whatever that boss is called, Empress of Light, where the spawns are butterflies, but they only appear at like 10 o'clock in the morning until noon or some shit. Prismatic Lacewing, I think they're called. I'm gonna have to look that up in a second. But I've got a good, like, long distance to run along here to look for them, so that's nice. Let's have a look at these guys, because I remember it being weird. Prismatic Lacewing. I even remember the name. From dusk 7:30 PM until midnight at 12 AM. After Plantera has been defeated. When killed, it summons Empress of Light. And Empress of Light is incredibly fucking difficult, I remember. When does Empress enrage? Daytime. Okay. How am I gonna beat Empress and Duke, man? I mean, I've got it. Is the bees gonna be good enough? I don't know if the bees are gonna be good enough. They might be. Because every time they do damage, they will make more damage happen. Thanks to the wonky shit that I've got going on. I could get the hive pack, but I don't think I'd want to trade it for anything that I've got. I could use the pygmy for Empress. I don't know what Empress can drop. If she can drop a weapon, that would be really nice for me. A magic weapon specifically? Oh, a blessed apple. Lovely. Oh yeah, I've got this. Whee. I only have 4 bosses left to go. I only have 4 bosses left to kill in the entire game. Each boss should have a weapon for all classes, yeah. I know she has a bow, but that's the only one I know of. You're getting teased by those very rare rewards from bosses and special missions. Oh. I'm just looking for lace wings. It's my goal here. The night glow is the spectre on crack. Oh, interesting. It was nighttime, right? Yeah, it was 7:30 till... I think? Let me reopen this. 7:30 PM until midnight at 12 AM. I just remember this thing being really rare, and it was really frustrating. Like this. I mean, what's the worst case scenario line? You lose Resolve 0, people? I mean, if the thing that spawns her in never appears, I'm kind of fucked. Not gonna lie, like, that kind of ruins everything. There's one. I want more than one. But that is one. The sword is a long cooldown, burst DPS, there's decent range. Does a crap ton of damage with each burst. Neat. The bees do pretty good damage. Actually. Scratch what you just said about the sword. Is that the reward for beating it in daytime? Because I know there's a reward for beating her in daytime. But I can't remember what that reward is. I remember it being stupid good, though. Might be a bow. Odd feeling, possibly having bug venom under your skin? Huh, Service? Okay, I have a grand attempt of 1 Empress of Light. Good. It's one of the 4 guaranteed. You only look at the guaranteed. Okay. Okay. A possible assassin / kissing bug bite on your leg? What is an assassin / a kissing bug? One of those things sounds far worse than the other one. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Blue Wolf. How are you? Nice house, thanks. Appreciate it. I think this is the first time someone's said I have a nice house instead of just being like, ew. That's how you know they're new, yeah. You haven't been corrupted yet. How long have I played Terraria? In total, I have 562 hours in the game. But I've been playing it on and off since a long time, let's say that. It was literally the first game I bought on my Steam account. So for like 13 years or something. A long time. Reward for dealing 100% damage at daytime. Is a summon, kind of meh, only intended to be a trophy. Oh, okay, cool. For some reason I thought it was crazy good. Maybe I was just thinking of the bow. Just being crazy good in general. This does not have very good range. Answers in DMs. I'll have a look in a second. Teach you how to summon Empress of Light without her one-shotting me? Summon her at nighttime. If you summon her in daytime, she does double damage, I think. Or, like, just straight up one-shots you. You have to summon her at nighttime. Nighttime, if you have a watch like this, golden watch, is from 7:30 until, I think, 4:30. That's it, yeah. If you kill her in daytime, you get an extra special reward. And it's intended to be like a super hard version of the fight. You want to avoid fighting her in daytime if at all possible. Don't trust your judgment, you know when I last played, true. I want to remember the bow being busted, though. Like, that's actively something I want to remember as well. Have a look at this bug. Huh. That thing looks wonky as hell. Yeah, unfortunately something the game doesn't tell you with Empress. You should not fight her in daytime. Until you are intimately acquainted with her moveset. Better and faster to YouTube tutorials, yeah. How does a seed work? You type a code in, then it makes a world. Done. You don't have to mess around with 10 hours of information. Pretty much spews paralytic acid. Neat. Considering the size of the creature and our immune system, I assume that still temporarily paralyzes the site of the bite. The bite site, as it were. I assume you're already doing it, Blue Wolf, if you're at this point in the game as well. But make sure you buff up. Iron Skin, Regeneration, Swiftness. She's a really, really tough fight. She might be the hardest optional in the entire game. What sword is that? This is the True Knight's Edge. So you can get the Knight's Edge in pre-hard mode, before you've killed the Wall of Flesh, by combining 4 swords into one. The True Knight's Edge you get by taking that sword, which is called the Knight's Edge, and combining it with one of each of the mechanical souls. Is it 1? It might be 5. And it basically just turns it into a hard mode weapon and gives it this cool little ranged attack as well. This sword then also combines into another sword. And then that sword also combines into a final sword. You hoping you won't get necrosis? Hopefully you won't. And the animation is different using a mod, or is that a new update? This update, this has been like this for a few updates now. I'm not using a mod though. This is doable, it's just gonna take a very long time. I also forgot buffs. Which is very silly. I think I'm gonna fail because I forgot buffs, in fact. Yeah. Good to know that I can do it with the Paladin's Hammer, even though the range is kind of poopy. I could probably also do that with the Repeater. And it might be better to do it with the Repeater, because the range is not good. Not good at all. Dude, Tremors is an old movie as well. You're pulling out all the old movie references, Summers. I could also slap him. It's got a lot more range. I think I want to save this for Empress with the magic. So I could maybe use the Repeater. Doesn't fire very fast. I would have that, which increases the shot speed, which will be helpful. I can save my ammo with that. That's giving me more crit. I'll give it a shot. That, unfortunately though, is going to have to wait till tomorrow. Because I'm going to be switching over to Darkest Dungeon now. I'm going to take myself a little 10-15ish minutes break. And then I will go over to Darkest Dungeon. If you want more Terraria... I wish, for once, just one time, when I'm doing intro, like, end, mid-bit, I would like for my mouth to do this worky thing. Just work. I'll be back tomorrow with Terraria. If you were just here for Terraria, thanks for coming along. Appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll see you in Darkest Dungeon in about 10-15 minutes or so. See you in a sec.